Big Blue Nation, what's going on? This is the Loyal BBN Fan. I'm your host, Michael. This is kind of one of those times where it's just like this is a this is the time where we start questioning the team as a whole. And I hope as a fan base, with all the fun and all the excitement that we've had up to this point in the year, I hope that this is not a time that we start to recant. I hope this is not a time that we start thinking that maybe our team is not as good as we thought. This was just a night. Nothing was falling. I mean, 3-point shooting, who would have made a bet that UK only makes 5 3-pointers in a ball game? It happened. We just didn't we just didn't shoot good. It just didn't happen tonight. Actually, yeah, we only hit 5 3-pointers tonight. So who would have really thought that this is how the night would have went? Nobody would have. But it is what it is, guys. And you don't always see I can't remember if I've ever seen Reeves foul out of a game. The referees this is just what they was doing tonight. They was calling a lot, and it wasn't a whole lot we can do about that. So this is one of them films where we got to go back, we got to look at it, and we got to say we got to get better. That's really about the only thing that we can really do at a time like this. I still believe in that we still got a good team. We just took one on the chin tonight. Hats off to UNC Wimbledon. Those guys, they came in and they shot really good. And they shot the ball really well. I mean, they shot they went 11 for 31. They hit 11 threes. That's six more threes than we did. So I don't think we have too much to worry about. We do got some stuff we got to fix. I still it was a hot team. Exactly. I mean, Alden said it was just one of those teams. I mean, we know how it is. It ain't no difference. It don't matter what year it is. It don't matter who's on the floor for UK. We gonna have those teams that's gonna come in and they're gonna get hot and they're gonna beat UK at Kentucky. And that's just a fact of it once in a while. But I still believe in our Cats. I still believe in what we can do. It ain't over. Long year. I feel like the way that we bounce back after we played Kansas, we're gonna go look at film and we're gonna get back to business. I don't know if they was just looking past this team. Maybe that's when more leadership comes in to kind of stay focused. All the hype in the country has been around Kentucky, how good Kentucky is, how good the players are, and everything. So one thing that I also hope is I hope that the players in the locker room can pull together and says we're not going to let this happen again. That's the best we can hope for. And if they can do that, and if they can stick together, Kentucky's going to be okay. This is not going to be one of them where I'm just going to be screaming, where I'm loud, where I'm upset. I don't know. Bradshaw had limited minutes tonight. I mean, that's something that I think even if we won the game, I still think Bradshaw would have been limited on minutes. You got to get him out there and get his feet, make sure he's good to go because the season's bigger than this one ball game. We could have won this ball game. We should have won this ball game. But once again, another team came in a Rupp Arena and they had a hotter hand, a better shot than we did tonight. You know what I'm saying? We'll be okay. Kentucky will be okay. This hurts because this hurts a lot. And I didn't get to watch the first half. Actually, I didn't get to watch. I think I started watching at like the 14-minute mark or maybe the 15-minute mark in the second half because I wasn't at home. So I was sitting and I was kind of watching the score on my daughter's phone when we was out. But this hurts, and I feel disappointed. But I don't feel like the season's over. I don't feel like that part of the fan base should come out of the darkness and start talking down to our Cats. I think our Cats are still going to be okay. I mean, you know, you know what? I'm going to put a comment up right here. I really am. And before I say that, before I show this comment that I'm going to put up, I just said that Kentucky has been the talk of the nation so far. How we playing, how we beating people, how we getting up and down the court, how we doing so many different things, and how Kentucky's having fun. And at this particular point, like, I don't want to never lose a ball game. But this comment that I'm about to put up right now, this right here pretty much sums it up right here. And hey, you might disagree with me, and you might actually disagree with the guy who made the comment. But to me, this is kind of what this is all about right here. This is what we need to do. So nothing like humble pie. To me, this is what this is all about right here. Did I want to win the ball game? Absolutely, I want to win the ball game. Did I want to destroy him? I wanted to destroy him. I really did. But at the end of the day, like I said, we've been the talk of the nation for the past few days. So now it's kind of time to bring everything. Let's reel everything back in. We got to realize that we are beatable. Yes, we lost to Kansas, and since then, we've been playing the best basketball we have in a long time. We didn't score the amount of points that we've been scoring all year. So this is a chance for us to, this is a chance for us to get back and come back down. Alden says losing at home is bad. It's always bad, Also, losing to a non-conference on the road, an unranked team, this is bad. We had an opportunity, we had Duke lost second game in a row. I think it was second game in a row. They lost today as well, too. It's just like, Marquette lost today. This was an opportunity for Kentucky to show the nation that, hey, we're for real. Like, we can win these ball games. And tonight we just didn't find a way to get it done. And to me, like, that's the troublesome part of the whole thing. We just didn't have what it takes down the stretch to get it done. Dillingham, I love him. He's an exciting player. But he's got to learn that this is college basketball. And while I like his passing and I like what he sparks and I like what he brings to the table, he's going to have to understand is that, look, you can't be fouling a guy halfway down the court on the other side of the court. You got to get under control. And this is not high school basketball anymore. Like, you got to settle down and you got to play good, solid defense. And it's not always about gambling and trying to go for the steal. That's awesome. You can go for the steal. But you got to understand when you can and when you can't, because when you don't, it's either going to be we're going to get beat or it's going to be a foul. And we had to sit on the bench because he was in foul trouble. Reeves failed out. That was bad. We didn't have that extra shooter down the stretch. So at the end of the day, these mistakes are correctable. Our defense has got to get better, though. Our defense has got to get better. We had nothing for White tonight. White came in. He did what he wanted to do. Hats off to the guys. Once again, that's just one of those players that comes in the Rupp Arena and has a night of their life. No matter what this kid does for the rest of the basketball year, he will always be able to say he came in the Rupp Arena, had one of the best games, and beat Kentucky. This is the highlight of his life. 20 years from now, he's going to be able to tell his kids that this is what he did at Rupp Arena when they look on TV. We got to take it what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I agree. Absolutely. This right here. I mean, it's a lot of talk about this right now. Cool. It just play ball. We just got to cool and we just got to play ball. I think, like I said before, Josh, the hype, what's going on around Kentucky, what they're doing, how they're playing basketball. I just think it's just we haven't had this in a long time for Kentucky teams because of how we played. And because of that, maybe we got away from what we need to continue to do. I don't know if they're looking just towards Penn. I'm not sure if they were just trying to get through this game and Penn just so we can get to North Carolina. You better play the team in front of you. You better play the team in front of you because that team is coming to Rupp Arena, and you better believe these guys are coming to win the ball game. They are coming to beat Kentucky. This is their Super Bowl. We talk about this every year. When the team comes in, this is their biggest game of the year. we got to beat these guys. We didn't win. We didn't find a way to pull it together at the end as the superstars, the draft picks that we supposedly have, and we didn't find a way to get it done because we couldn't stop them and we couldn't knock down shots when it mattered the most. And that's why we lost that ball game today. We got to wake up tomorrow and be like, hey, we took one on the chin. But now what? Now that you lost, now that you took a one that's going to sting for a while, now what do you do? How do you deal with this adversity or this minor setback? We still got a long season to go. I hope this is not the beginning of the team. Well, you didn't do this and you didn't do this and you fouled all the way back here and you didn't make your jump shot or you missed a free throw or for whatever reason. We just got to understand that we got to get back out there, watch this film, get ready for Tuesday night, and let's play ball, man. That's like all we can do is just get ready to play ball. I think it is Tuesday night we play. Is it Tuesday night or next Saturday? No, I think we play next Saturday. That's my fault. I think I got that wrong. When do we play again? We play again. What's today? The second? Yeah, I'm sorry. Next Saturday. My apologies. We play next Saturday. So, I mean, it's something that we got to get better from. I hope it doesn't. I hope that it doesn't cost us a top seed in the tournament because this is a bad loss. I get it, but it's one thing about this UNC women's team. They're going to win their division probably, and then they're going to be in March Madness. So now we're rooting for these guys to have the best year that they possibly can so this loss doesn't look as bad as it does. But either way you look at it, we lose to an unranked team at home, out of our division, and we take a loss because we're going to play some better teams than these guys. It's just kind of what it was. And we just got to do it. But anyway, I just want to ask you guys a question. Do you guys still believe that we are a team that can make it deep in the tournament? I have to believe that we are a team that can make it deep in the tournament. Fan base can't turn on them. The players can't turn on each other. We lost one. So what? Pick your chin up and let's go back to work next week. That's all we can do. That's, what I'm saying? We just gotta get back to work, man. And we got to leave all that media stuff out the door. We got to turn all this off, the players, put it all outside and just focus on what's inside the locker room and what we do out there on the floor. We got to regroup, man. Like we're going to fall in the rankings a little bit because of this loss after a major blowout of a number 8 team in the nation. And then we turn around a few days later at home, lose to an unranked team at home. That's bad. It just is. We lost tonight. Miami rebounded, and they won today. We got to get better, man. We got to get better. Yep. So, we just got to keep, we just got to keep pushing. Someone says, I'm not sure. Shane says, I'm not sure. Maybe we get to Sweet 16, and that's because Wagner and Reed carried the team. I don't know, man. See, and that's thanks, Shane. I don't want that to happen with the fan base. The fan base is so excited about what our Wildcats have been doing this year. And if we would have won today, everyone would be saying, look at this team. This team is destined for something great. People who fall on their face, they can still turn out to be very special afterwards. It's just one that we got to decide what kind of team we want to be. This is a little adversity. We lost to the number 1 team in the nation. Okay, no big thing. That's the number 1 team in the nation. We're number 16. We got beat by 5 points. It is what it is. So now, as a fan base, as a basketball team, as a coaching staff, we got a little adversity right now that we got to talk about, that we got to deal with. The elephant in the room is, who are we when we get on the floor the next time? How do we practice? How do we get prepared for Penn? How do we take care of our business? Defense. We got to play better defense. It's just period. We just do. We got to learn to lock people down. Reed Shepherd. He kept us in the game tonight. If we being real, Reed Shepherd kept us in the game tonight. And I think we lose by 15 if Reed don't step up and have the game that he did down the stretch. We need more people like that. We can't We're not going to win this championship unless it's a group thing. And I think we're going to get back to business, guys. And I think we're really going, I really think that we're really going to fix this. And Joshua says, Mike Dow, we could have been, but this was not what we just watched Tuesday night against Miami. This is not the team. No, our shots was just falling. They wasn't falling tonight. And if you look at it, we actually went. What was the box score tonight for us? UK actually went. What was it? We went. What was that? We went 24 for 59 tonight. Shots didn't fall tonight. It just wasn't our night. I'd rather it not be our night tonight than moving down the road when we need it to be our night. This should have been our night. This hurts. I was looking forward to celebrating. I really, really was. But unfortunately, here we are. We're sad-faced because our Wildcats let another freaking team come into our house, unranked, out of conference, and beat us. We got to fix that, man. Yep. We just poor shooting. And it was one of those nights where everybody was just off shooting tonight. I can't, when you look at it and you look at the points and you look at what we did, I mean, this is one of those nights where Shepard had 25 points. That was it. The closest guy was 14 in Reeves. That's just like, that ain't going to get it done. That ain't going to get it done. I think their leading scorer for them, what did he have tonight? Their leading scorer, and he came off the bench. The leading scorer, White, came off the bench with 27 points. Now that's okay, but I think our catch would be okay, man. I, as much as I'm upset, I just can't allow myself to go there and believe that the kind of year that we having, that now we just fall off, and we just like, yeah, you know what, that was a fluke. It was fun while it lasted. I think our team is going to be okay, and I don't think it's definitely not a panic button. We know we got some stuff to fix. We know we had a few issues with defense. It ain't something that we just, that we had it all together coming in tonight. It's just something that, it's just something that would be okay. Our cats will be fine. They're young and need more experience. By the end of the year, they'll be great. They'll be okay. This hurts, and I get it. And I would never downplay a loss like this, because at the end of the day, it hurts. It hurts. And we got to walk around into the next ball game, which is a week. What's today? Today's a second. We got to walk away. We got to walk around for a whole week just to see our cats play again. But hey, we get to get in the gym. We get to practice. We get a little time to kind of in between games, come down off of that. The nation's team this year, coming down off of that a little bit. And then now let's settle down and let's play ball. And let's don't let this happen again by fixing our mistakes after we see what we did wrong. You already know what you did wrong. Fix it. To me, that's what a team is all about. How we see them fix their issues is the kind of quality team that would tell me who we have as a team. If we go back out next week against Penn and we just play whatever, then that lets me know that, hey, okay, maybe we need to start rethinking all this. Maybe we need to see really, figure out what's going on. But right now, the Cats are going to be okay. They just didn't. I figured Bradshaw would have been a bigger rim protector inside. I know it's his first game, but he looked slow. Oh, of course. Like, he had to. And that's what I tell people. Yeah, we got a great, yes, we have a great team. And yes, we can have some intense practices. But practice and game time, it's just different. It's just different. It's a lot more pressure that comes with playing game time than it does with practice. And it's just different. And I think when he gets his feet, I want to go out there on the limb and say this. He's going to get in shape, and he's going to start playing some great basketball. You watch and see, because he's going to see himself on film tonight. He's going to see that he needs to get in shape and better shape. But I get it. He had a hurt foot. What can we really expect? Theo, is it me, or does that guy get tired? I mean, does he go 1,000 miles an hour So he only has like a 5 or 6 minute real time game period before he needs a break, because he asks for breaks a lot. And I get it. He goes hard. Like, he gives it everything he got within that time frame. But I think because we don't have enough people, he's having to play those extra minutes, and he's not on the floor. He gives us a lot when he's on the floor. But if he's on the sideline because he's out of breath and he's tired, it's no good to us. It's no good. So that's why I hope we hurry up and get another big back. That's why we hurried up, so we can get some people some quality rest, and so we can get some running going, so we can get some, so we can get some good breaks in between the game. Justin Edwards is not a first round pick at this point. He's got to improve. He's really, he shows flashes of being that dude sometimes, but he still got a lot. He has yet to really have his coming out game at UK, and we wonder when it's going to be. Do I still like his game? Of course I like his game. Does he show flashes? He does show flashes, but at the end of the day, he hasn't stepped up to the plate and says, this is why I'm a first round pick. This is why I could be a top 5 pick. He ain't there yet. He's not there yet. But I guess they look at what he could be with the potential of being later. But right now, he's just not that dude. But so hopefully he gets that together. Mike Dowd, I thought he might could have blocked a shot, but maybe later. Yeah, I don't think he blocked a shot tonight at all. I think he was aggressive. He tried to get some block shots, but he just wasn't, just didn't get it done. This is kind of like one of the only things that I can look at. Like, seriously, like coming down, like you're high. Like, everyone in the nation is talking about Kentucky basketball, and you got UNC Wilmington coming in. And Kentucky's like, we got our next big test is Carolina or whoever it is. That's our next big test. So let's just get through this. We got this. And like I said, I showed from Mike Dowd, I think it was, you got to be humble, man. You got to be humble. You can't look past your opponents, and you have to play the ball game like it is. I guess it is what it is, man. Well, we can't look forward, and we can't look past. Ronald said, this could be bad for another reason. Teams ain't going to see that if they slow us down, then they beat us. That is why these kids have to learn from this and learn how to play in the half court. They do. It's not going to be, every night is not going to be the same night for the Cats. If you can't play in the half court, teams can beat you. Slow them down. That's the recipe. Teams are going to look at this film and be like, oh man, all they did was slow down Kentucky, and they beat them. Kentucky didn't have a half court offense. Sometimes you get exposed like that. And because you're doing something so good, sometimes you don't go back and look at something that maybe you should be paying attention to. So now, like I said, like somebody else said, go back, look at this, and realize that our half court offense has got to be a lot better. Every team's not gonna allow us to get up and down the court and get 30 points in fast, 33 points in fast breaks. It's not gonna happen every night. And when that doesn't happen, we got to be ready to play half court basketball. And I think that's the downfall that we had tonight. Nothing was dropping, nothing we could do. We couldn't play defense, and we couldn't stop anything. So that's the to me, that was kind of like that hurt us. What is this? It could be worse. Brandon Boston could still be on the team. I don't know. A score update for the Alabama game and Georgia game. Just if anyone's not paying attention, Alabama leads Georgia 20-10 going to the fourth quarter. Just an update. Appreciate that, Ronald, because I was actually curious myself. Everyone overlooked Alabama. I know this is basketball, so my apologies. But this is the SEC we're talking about. A lot of people kind of ruled Alabama out and said Alabama does not have a chance to win this. The sad part is, if Georgia does lose this ball game, then there's not a guarantee, especially with the way Texas played today, not a guarantee that we'll get an SEC team in the championship playoffs. So SEC needs to find a way to get us in. Period. Thanks for that, Ronald. I appreciate it. Boston reminded me of Archie Gooden every time he got the ball. Nobody else was getting it. It's going to be a great learning experience. Go Cats! I think that's the best way to really feel about it. Thanks, Scott. That's the best way to really look at it right there. Is this going to be, going to be fine. Great learning experience. Go Cats. I think that's probably the best way. Let me see. If I had a quarter for every time he missed a shot, I might be retired. That's wild, man. No movement. Matthew says no movement on offense when in half court. Trey was not rolling to the top to run the ball through. Bradshaw and Mitchell on the floor at the same time wasn't effective at all. No effect on defense until the game was lost. Just a poor performance. And there you have it. He sums it up, man, right there. It's just something that we just got to on the bright side, Duke lost today. That's good. And to me, that's why I wanted this win so bad. Not because it was UNC, not because we was at home, but because Duke lost today. And Duke, if I'm correct, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but Duke has lost 2 in a row. If I'm correct, Duke has lost 2 in a row now. And this is why I wanted Duke to lose this ball game. And they didn't. They lost it. That hurts, man. It really does, because I wanted us to be able to say, look, man, we rolling. Kentucky Wildcats is rolling this year. Duke done lost 2 games, and here we go right here. Look at this right here. 1, 3, 4, 6. Dude, like what? Like, I mean, it's early. And I know we don't pay a lot of, we don't really necessarily pay a lot of attention to rankings. And I know everyone's going to say it doesn't matter where you at right now, ranked or whatever. But look where we could have been at today after knocking off Miami in the fashion that we did. Dude, we was going top 5. We was going top 5, top 4 maybe this week. It was really there for the taking. Like it really was. Now we're going to be probably, I don't know where we're going, but that might just leave us at number 12, number 13, number 14. So, we'll have to see. But that was a great opportunity right there. A great opportunity. These guys all lost. And we couldn't get it done, man. I think Duke is number 7, aren't they? Is Duke number 7? I thought Duke was number 7. I'm not sure. But, yeah, I mean, this is the opportunity for us to do that. But, once again, I guess it was just too much for us to handle. And we just couldn't fix it. So, it's just it was a missed opportunity. Oh, okay, so today was what's the name? You think we're gonna be number 15? I mean, that's crazy. Like, once again, the rankings, okay, whatever. But we beat the heck out of Miami, then we lose this at home. Dude, we gonna they don't tell them where we're gonna fall at. The important thing to remember here, guys, before I get off, and I appreciate everybody being on tonight. I really, really do. Thank all you guys for that. It really means a lot. We lost opportunity tonight. We missed opportunity to continue rolling. The fan base was so excited. The fan base was so pumped up about what was going on. It's like Cal even had his swaggy Cal going on. And now we let this happen. For real. You can either say start pointing fingers at who didn't do what, or you can say we're gonna get this together as a team. We lost as a team. We lost with the front of the jersey said Kentucky. Kentucky lost tonight. He didn't lose. We lost. And if they can keep that mindset is we lost as a team tonight. Now let's fix this as a team and let's go win some ball games. That's the best thing that we can do. Like I said, we're definitely not going to be a top 5 now, but with everybody losing the way that they lost tonight, you never know. I mean, we beat the number 8 team in the nation. Bad. So with those, with Duke losing, Marquette losing, all these guys losing, I think number 1, number 2 is going to say the same with Purdue and Arizona. But Those other teams, it's no telling what could happen. Oh, actually, Purdue lost. So yes, you're right. So that's what I'm saying. Like Arizona's going to be number one next week. Yep. I agree. Tennessee is not that good, and neither is Alabama or Kansas. The momentum for Kentucky was rolling, man. Like it was rolling, and this is this hurts. This hurts in many different ways. It really does, because what we was building, what we was doing, like it was special. It was fun, and you didn't really see the smiles. You didn't see any of that. We played the whole game from catch up. We went up, couldn't hold it, and we never could get it back. And that's the story of the ball game tonight, is that UK just didn't get it done when it mattered the most. If you can't make threes, you turn the ball over and miss too many layups, you'll lose the ball game. They play a lot of high school kids today. That's it. Yep. This is the kind of stuff that any team will lose. But it's not supposed to happen to Kentucky at home on their home floor. I agree with Josh, man. This hurts, and losing at home always hurts. It hurts even worse. Yep. Cincinnati beat Georgia Tech by more than 30. The Georgia Tech beats Duke today. Go figure. Cincinnati isn't that good. It's one of those. We have to take this win. We have to take this loss, and we got to say it's not the end of the year. Like, we just can't start turning our backs on the catch. And like I said, you guys are here watching this. That means that you guys really love your catch, man. For real. You guys are here watching some guy in Tennessee talk about Kentucky basketball. You guys love your Wildcats. So we're going to be okay. And I think everyone watching this live will be able to say without a doubt, I can't wait to see my Wildcats next week, because we love our Wildcats, but we're disappointed. We're disappointed for what just happened. We're disappointed for what just happened, because we see our team. We expect more. We've seen better, and we know it's in them. My question is, would we have won the ball game if we had DJ Wagner? Would we have won that basketball game if we had DJ Wagner? But then again, Reed wouldn't start. Reed wouldn't have as many minutes as he had, and Reed probably wouldn't have 25 points. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I wish we had DJ Wagner. Oh, but if we had DJ Wagner, we know he's starting. Reed's coming off the bench. Who's losing minutes? I don't know. And we would get blown out next game. You think Penn is going to come in and blow us out in the next game? Really? You really think we're going to get blown out? Yep. And this is it right here. Thanks, Melissa, because this is exactly what it is, too. They made big shots when needed. We did not. We could sit here and talk all night long, but that was the bottom line. When they needed a shot, we got them in double bonus early. Like, they were shooting bonus shots for like 7 minutes left in the ball game. Like, no, you can't. Like, you cannot put a team in a position like that, knowing that they can be aggressive now. Like, you just told those guys, you're in double bonus. We can be aggressive. Let's go to the rim. We don't make the shot, we get fouled. We go and we get some free throws, and we keep rolling. You cannot do that. You cannot put a team on the line that early in the ball game with 2 shots for the rest of the ball game. And we fouled, and we put them on the foul. Some of those foul, iffy, but the referees was definitely calling it. One of those shots that I think Reeves went up, and I think Reeves got fouled, that Reeves fouled out. That should have been a foul on the other team. We didn't get that call. We was like we was on the road playing at somebody else's house. That's a home call. We should have got it. If nothing else, it's a foul. We should have got it. We should have got that call. And then Reeves fouls out. So there's no shooters down the stretch. What's your view on point guard play today? I'm not turning on Cal. I bleed blue, but Reed is a shooting guard. He's not a point guard, and he can't guard a quick point guard. That's it right there. Our guards today, and that's why I asked. Thanks, George. That's why I asked the question. what do we look like tonight if we have DJ Wagner? Like, does he make that big of a difference tonight if he's on the floor? Reed is a shooting guard. Now, Reed is calm. He doesn't get pressured, but you can tell if you look at the games that we have, him playing off the ball as a two guard and him getting that pass, Reed is just ready and set up and just ready to shoot the ball. He can't really do that if he's operating the offense. But then if Wagner's back, maybe he doesn't get that many minutes that he got tonight. So it's one of those things where it's like, that's a good question. So I asked everyone, here's George's question. Is Reed, is he a true point guard or should he be a two? That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was too focused on trying to run the offense and he couldn't really get open to get his shots like he's been doing all season long. That's the big difference, guys. It is. Because Reed is a person hey, give me the ball. I'm already, my feet are planted. Throw me the ball. I'm ready to shoot. He didn't have that opportunity tonight. And he still had 25. He still had 25. So like I said, I think we lose a lot worse than we did if Reed didn't play the way he did down the stretch. But Reed needs to be that two guard. Somebody giving him the ball. His feet is already planted. He coming off a screen. His feet is planted. Boom. 3-pointer Reed. We go back down the court. Maybe that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? The radio guy even talked about pregame that it was okay if Wagner to miss the game. Basically, the radio guys overlooked this team and maybe, yeah, that's it. Like, I mean, I think all of us, if we're being honest as fans, I think all of us can really say, okay, Wagner's not playing today. We'll be okay. We wasn't okay, and maybe we could have used him. We never know. But now maybe we see how valuable he is. My question is, if he's hurt or if he was, if we didn't won tonight, then maybe he keeps him out of the paying game too, just to, without Wagner. If we would have won tonight just without Wagner, maybe that would have been something Cal says, you know what? Don't play against Penn either. Make sure your foot is really ready to go. I think we're going to be okay. I think this forces Cal's hand now to say, look, we just lost. Can you go, son? We need you on the floor. He doesn't get that extra game of rest just to truly make sure that his foot is ready to go. And I think that forces Cal's hand to say, son, I think you got to play tonight. I think we need you. I think we got to get back on the winning record. We got to get to 80 points, 85 points tonight. And it may not happen. For real. Someone says, yes, he does make a big difference when DJ is playing. Reed gets the team into offensive flow is a way to slow a pace we've been running. We just that's it. You know what I'm saying? We need DJ. And I think, like I said before, I think this is a time where, hey, DJ, hey, buddy, can you go on next Saturday? You got a week to get better. Can you play for us? I think that moves up the timeline if that wasn't the case for us. Point guard off the bench, doesn't matter who starts, it's who's on the floor, then end of the game. That's it. Yep. And so far, Shepard has been in the game. These last few games, he's been in the game to close it out. He's needed on the floor. He is. Listen, none of our guards can guard it. That's it. I mean, we talked about this before. Wildcat Sports Talks. I appreciate it. Listen, none of our guards can guard a quick guard. We struggle in man-to-man against a quick team. They made insane shots. Would be fun to see what a well-timed zone could do once in a while. We know we know how Cal operates. Does Cal want to go zone? I don't think we really have any true lockdown defenders this year. Like, look, put me on you. You ain't getting a shot. Even DJ gets beat. Reed gets beat. I think collectively as a team, we play good on defense from the weak side to helping to trap the backside or whatever. But overall, we're not good. And I agree with Wildcat Sports Talk 100%. Our guards just can't guard quickly guys. It just can't happen. And that's alarming because These guys are going pro. I mean, it's going to be 3 times faster when you get to the pro. So we got to work on that defense. And hey, maybe Cal, maybe one of those coaches in the locker room say, Cal, hey, I know we've been doing good all year. I know we've been playing ball, but let's try the zone a little bit. Now, the key to it is we want to think to ourselves this year that Cal is not the cocky Cal that he's been, that Cal is humble. Cal wants to do what's best for the team. Will Cal listen to somebody if they talk about going to zone? Let's see what happens. I mean, what can we lose? Say we play a couple of plays on zone. We can't do it. I guess we revert back to man. Either way, we keep getting beat. And these guards are saying, you can't guard me. You can't guard me. And it's showing right now is that we can't guard guards one-on-one. Hold on one second. I'm going to come back to this. It's right here proves my point. Zone is not in Cal's vocabulary. That's it right there. That says it all right there. It's not. Edward, hold on one second. Edwards and Reeves' defense is lacking in a major way. Look at the stats lines from the last 3 games. They getting beat, man. Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't really have a true lockdown. Reed is good. He's really good. He can get some steals tonight. He you know what I'm saying? He can cause some havoc. But overall, all of them get beat off the ball. All of them be beat off the dribble. It just happens. They really are. We don't have that. We don't have none of these guys are on Tyler Eulis level when it comes to guarding the ball. None of them. I mean, Tyler Eulis is Tyler Eulis was a different kind of beast. And I don't know. Gilchrist was a different type of beast. We don't have those players. We have players that can get up down the court. They can move on a night that when it's going their way, they can shoot. They just couldn't shoot tonight. They just couldn't make it happen. Thought our defense was great against Miami. We kept them off the 3-point line, but couldn't keep you in. We couldn't. I'm telling you, when you say, Mike, when you say stuff like this, it just lets you know is we wasn't ready to play this game. Probably from the coaches on down. Let's just get in here. Let's get this win, and let's get out of here. That's it. That's it. That had to be because Miami, we was all over that 3-point line. Like Miami wasn't getting anything. But here, we just wouldn't guard 3-point line. We just wouldn't. It's like we're daring you to shoot that 3, and we're gonna dare you to hit it. Well, they hit 3. They scored 33 points off of it tonight. So you run them off the line, you keep them off the line, we easily win this game by a whole lot. It just didn't get done. Aaron Bradshaw played and didn't see a lot of him. His second jump is a bit slow on the board. I think he's going to get better on that. I mean, like I said, he ain't played all year. So, he's definitely got to get all that back. And I have to say, and I have to feel in my heart that he understands that he didn't contribute a whole lot tonight. And maybe a whole lot tonight wasn't expected of him. We're playing against, even as fans, we said, hey, come on in and play against UNC. Just, Wilmington, come on in and play against these guys. Just get your feet wet. Let's just get some time, let's get some game time under you. Next weekend, we get some more game time under you against Penn. And by the time we play North Carolina, you'll be ready. No, it didn't happen. You can pay me $100 to know that. You only got to pay me $9 million. You can pay me $100 to know that. It's just going to take some time. And we overlooked this team tonight. And I think at the end of the day, I think that's where it matters the most. So Reed gets steal due to his he got a very high IQ. He can scan the floor to cut off passing lanes by using the floor and the blocks. I think that's what it comes down to. Like I said, all these guys are getting beat. And you just ask yourself, like, can we not stay in front of guys? Like, can we really not? Like, what happened? What do we have to do to get some guys that can just stay in front of people and guard them? White was just doing what he wanted to do. He just showed out tonight, all out. He came off the bench at Rupp Arena. Shut that crowd up, dog. The crowd tried to the crowd tried to get back into it. They was trying to pump the team up. We didn't have it. I guess it's safe to say we just run out of gas. Don't listen to the media. That's what I'm telling you. Like they got to get in. Like they got to get in the locker room, and they got to close that door, and they got to shut everything off except them guys inside the locker room. Like stop listening to how hyped UK is. I mean, us as fans, we're excited. Like we're excited to have a quality, good basketball team. But at the end of the day, you got to stay humble and you got to stay ready. And one thing that you cannot do is look past an opponent just because you think you're all that. Hey, stop smelling yourself and let's play ball. That's just we got to. Got to get humble again. Reed is the best guy we got playing right now. Reed's playing ball, man. And as I said before, Reed gets 25 points tonight. We get probably beat worse than what we did if he don't play the way we did. But he's also one of those guys where and no shade on Reed because I like Reed. See, it's the games like this. Like when we win a ball game, like we don't bring up the flaws. We don't bring up what they could have did better. I'm pretty sure this is every fan base. The only thing we look at is just, wow, we play good ball tonight. Did you see that dunk? Did you see that assist? Did you see that three? But it's games like this is when we truly start dissecting what's possibly wrong with our players. Granted, that's when you do it. When you lose a ball game, that's when you put that question mark up and says, what happened? Why ain't we doing this? Why ain't we doing this? Why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do that? We just got to continue to support our Wildcats. And we got to just be ready for those guys to go on the floor next week and play a ball game and come out ready to play and have a chip on their shoulder, period. One thing about college basketball, although we don't have a game for another week, when we start playing 2 times a week, you got to have very, very short time memory playing college basketball. Like take that loss like a man. Cry, whatever you want to do, be angry, but then you got to move on from it. And after tonight, watching film tomorrow, we got to move on. Like we can't worry about what the rankings are going to be Monday. Like we can't worry about that. We just got to play ball, and we just got to do this. So we just got to get it together in everything as well. So Reeves had a rough night shooting. This is a horrific Saturday. Duke, Villanova, Kentucky, Marquette, Purdue. I think Purdue loses too. Purdue loses to Wisconsin. Did Purdue lose today? Why do I keep saying Purdue lost today? I'm not sure why. For some reason, I feel like they lost today or something. Maybe I'm wrong. But even these marquee Duke, Villanova, Kentucky, Marquette, we all lost today. Georgia is busting Georgia. It's just one of those days. It's one of those Saturdays. So hopefully this upset with Alabama over Georgia would take all of the talk about Kentucky, and nobody looks at Kentucky because now everybody's looking at what happened to Georgia. Georgia lost. Georgia didn't win that SEC championship. Georgia probably won't go to the playoffs. Alabama probably won't go to the playoffs. It is what it is. It really is. So we just got to keep moving down the court, whatever. Hopefully this loss will bring our guys back down to reality and make they know they have to work every minute of every game. That's what every Kentucky fan has to say to themselves. Come on back down to earth. Realize that every single game we play, we got to play every minute because teams are coming in here to play their best. Period. They really do. See, they lost yesterday. I knew Purdue lost. I knew they lost. I knew I wasn't going crazy. I didn't. So that makes this loss even worse. You see what we could have been? You see what we could have been? Like, seriously, we really could, man. Purdue lost. It's still going on. Only up by 3 with 6 minutes to go. Bama, Daniel. Ooh, they didn't cut back into the lead. Okay. Like I said, this is a tough game, and hopefully this game would be one of those games that would be good to go. So, hey, UK takes the loss tonight to UNC Wilmington. Bad loss at home. Don't forget about the line, Lord be in text line 270-220-0994 to leave text line to leave your comments, thoughts, everything about Kentucky sports. Appreciate everyone who's been using it. I thank you so much. This is truly people who use this text line to text in, and I get quite a few people who use this line to text in about their thoughts and stuff like that. I appreciate it so much, and it means a lot because I got something going on that this text line is what's going to keep me connected to Kentucky. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Always go Cats. Horrible loss tonight. Don't take away from that. We should have won. Wilmington's going to have a nice trip home tonight, and they're going to want that paycheck. Go and give me that check, Kentucky. Appreciate it. And we whoop that butt, period. It just goes down like that. Absolutely. So Bama up 10 with 5:27 to go. Okay, UConn lost last night to Kansas. Villanova lost to St. Joseph. I mean, look, man, this is what this to me. It's even more than the loss. It's about what everybody else didn't get done, and we could have got it done, and it could have been that could have been a huge impact for sure. Absolutely, unequivocally, that's what it could have done. But hey, guys, UK still our team. Before I get off, if you're watching, if you're on it, just give me a Go Big Blue, just one Go Big Blue, and let's keep rooting for our Wildcats. Let's keep cheering, and they're going to be okay. I got a feeling we're going to learn. I got a feeling we're going to get better. We're going to see what happened here. We still got to get any more text like the one I sent. I'll have to look at it. I haven't looked at it since, let me see. I haven't looked at it since I've been on here. But let me see. 1 second. What's it say? Not now. I don't want to set up Skip. I thought I was set up. So I guess my phone is acting up. I've had the same phone since 2016, and I just got a new one, and I don't like it. This is my old one, but I got a new one downstairs, and I don't really like it. So this is just running off Wi-Fi or whatever. But last week. Okay, yeah, last week. I think I sent you a text back, Caden. I think I replied to your text. But anyway, thank you guys for using the text line 270-220-0994 and let me know your thoughts about this ball game, about things going on around Kentucky. And I appreciate everything. It means a lot to me. And in a few days, you guys will know why this right here means a lot and why this would be what keeps me connected to Kentucky in the days coming. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Go Cats. And let's rebound. Let's rebound and let's get ready for next week. And let's get this win. Go Cats. Cats, we gonna get it, baby. We gonna get it. We gonna get it. Yeah. Go Cats.